What's up,
Underworld
Underworld?
Ministry? What's going
up?
on? Thank you for coming back again this week.
We missed you.
Did everybody have a good holiday?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
Merry
again.
late
We
Christmas.
told you we missed Merry Christmas before, and now we're telling you after. So, Merry Christmas, I guess.
Happy New Year.
Oh, it's about to be 24.
2024.
If you guys watched the video last week, we dropped you some spoilers that happened in January. And we just got a confirmation that we will,
We're doing some more stuff.
fact,
We're doing more stuff.
for a fact, we'll be collaborating with OOP, with Ryan and Teresa, at the Phantom History House in Tampa, and with our very good friend Henry Lee
At the Gilchrist
and
County.
Patrick at the Gilchrist County Jail. We were there for the convention. You guys saw the videos of what happened to Sarah.
Oh,
Will it happen again?
no,
I don't know.
I'm not going upstairs.
I don't know. Maybe the spirits will choke her again. I
No,
don't know.
don't encourage it. Do not encourage it, Chris.
But it's a very special episode, Sarah.
It is.
Why is this a very special episode?
Well, for one, it's the last one of the year,
Last one of the year.
but it's also, we're calling it our season finale.
Season finale is season 2. Baby, we got it. We got it done.
So here we are preparing for season 3 now.
This new year is going to be so fun. Oh, man, it's going to be so fun. But we have one more guest for you this year.
Our final
It's a
guest
very
of the
good
year
friend of ours.
and our season.
This is who our friend is. Wrong one. I fooled you.
Oh.
That was the one from last week.
Uh-oh.
I don't know where the new one is. We're just gonna roll with it. We
Sorry.
do things that are crazy around here.
It's the end of the year.
It
But
is. You'll see it. I'll post it. If you saw Facebook earlier, you saw it. So that was the video from last week.
Sorry.
It's okay. Let's get our friend Darren here and have a conversation with him.
Where's Darren from?
Let's find out.
Hey.
Hello. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine. Hey, things happen.
What's going on,
We could
man?
just
How
say
are you?
that 2023 has been a rough year.
Oh man, it's been a rough year.
Yeah, I think it's been a rough year for everyone this year, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
as long as it's not like COVID bad, I
No.
think we're all doing good.
Yeah, we're doing a
We're
lot
doing
better.
pretty good.
But it seems to be ending on a good note, so that's
Yes.
really good.
Oh yeah, I can't wait till 2024. I know you have things coming. We have plans coming.
We have a lot of stuff coming.
So before we dive into this and have a conversation, let us know a little about you. Where are you from? Little history about
What's
yourself.
your team?
Oh, my name is Darren, and I founded Lakeshore Paranormal and created a YouTube channel in 2018, and I've been going strong ever since. So
Nice.
we are based out of we call it West Michigan, so real close to the shore of Lake Michigan. So
Oh,
a lot.
yeah, I gave it for you, man. That's some cold weather out
I
there,
can't do
man.
it. My friend lives up in Michigan, and I can't do it.
Oh,
So do you investigate in the cold weather during the winter too, or?
oh yeah,
You're brave enough to do it.
yeah.
I remember I was in Pennsylvania when I lived up there. We would go and like search for like old farmhouses and stuff. But it's like a mile up this road, but there's like 4 or 5 inches of snow and like underwater rivers and yeah, it was interesting.
I won't go that
You know,
but
I'll
I'll go
there
check
one in
out
the
a
camera
few
shaking because
cemeteries.
I'm cold.
I'll go check out a few cemeteries here and there in the winter.
nice.
Nice.
No.
So, what? Tell me. Tell
Who
me
else
the.
in your team?
Yeah, there you go.
Right now it's my wife and I. Mainly, I do most of the filming, finding locations, everything. I do all the editing for my
Yeah.
channel. Uh, just kind of keep it local. Mainly. I don't really travel a whole lot, so
Yeah,
I do what I can locally, and I love to help out local families too. So I
That's
do a
good.
lot of private investigations or private homes and stuff too.
I feel like the
That's what we're
true
trying to do.
investigators. That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we love to do. We love to help people. That's really cool that you're into that.
Yeah. It's nice that you and your wife are doing it because that's
It's
what
pretty much exactly
that's
what
what
we're
we're doing.
doing. It's just me and her. Like
Yeah.
Glad to know we're not the only ones.
going into this bravely, like
Mhm.
trying to get her into stuff is.
I'm a little scaredy cat.
Do you guys have the same problem, like trying to get her into stuff, or is she trying to drag you into stuff?
Um, most of the time she's dragging me in crazy places. No, she's more into the cryptid, so she actually had experiences with she's seen a dog man, which they call a dog
Oh
man.
wow!
It's a cryptid type creature. It's like a Bigfoot, but with like a dog face. And
Wow!
she had witnessed one here in Michigan, and can't really explain what she's seen. So we do dogman investigation, dogman stories from time to time here on my channel too. Haven't done any Bigfoot yet, but that might be in the
No,
book for next year.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely. I feel like this whole year has been nothing but paranormal. I feel like we should expand to something else.
Maybe.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment. But we have a series of 4 photos that I want to get into the conversation with. Um, before I start playing any of these, you said this is from a clip and it's stills.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us a little backstory on this before I start showing the picture?
Yeah. It's what I'm thinking of. It's a place called Ransom Park here in Holland, Michigan. And the story was where a little boy was killed on a snowmobile accident there.
Wow.
But we went there late at night, and I was with another team member at the time, and we stumbled upon the second I turned on one of my Spearbox apps that I use. Um, that thing popped out behind the tree, and what I felt, it wasn't really necessarily what I seen, but more or less what I felt, and it felt like fear itself. Like
Yeah.
I was so afraid that I couldn't even speak. So I mean, it was just startling. I don't know what it was to this day. I mean, it was hard to,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, you sent me. I watched. Yeah, you sent me these, and I was just like, I still don't. It just looked like a ball of light in between the 2 trees. Like I want to see. I want to see the actual clip of it. But this is one of the pictures. We'll go into the 4 stills here. So how far do you think you were from this?
Probably a good 100 feet, maybe.
Yeah.
Not
That's
even.
pretty far
So
off.
is this like a tree line that you're filming into?
Yeah. So there had been like a little opening, and we were in the opening, and then there was the tree line over there. But then there was a couple trees. but that thing popped out behind a tree.
Hmm.
And it was very skinny and weird
Disgusting.
looking, and all I seen was the eyes and white, and I don't know what it was.
Yeah, that's
Someone told me it could have been an elemental. Whatever it
okay.
was didn't want me there, and it really felt like it was trying to get my attention with like fear.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's pretty crazy, even like 100 yards away. Like I'm watching these
I
stills and I'm getting like chills all over my body.
got the feeling like almost inside my head, like I'm not supposed to be seeing this. Like
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
feeling like you just like
Going into a
found
box.
out you just found out Santa Claus isn't real. Like you just walked into the back rooms or something. Like you're not supposed
Sophie, don't watch this.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. But
You're good.
yeah, but it's like it was a feeling of like fear or like something like I'm not supposed to see this, and it was just the weirdest experience, one of the weirdest I've had.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they we
Always trust your
actually
gut
we
feeling.
actually had a conversation with Corey from the Conjuring House the beginning of this season, and he said that he was sitting on the couch in the seance room, and there's like a little doorway into the library, and he said there was literally a shadow just standing there staring at both of them for like a good 20-30 minutes. So I have yet to have any of that kind of experience yet, but I want to so bad.
You would.
But do you have any questions, babe?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head that we weren't going to ask.
So
What got you into the paranormal?
I was always fascinated with it. I grew up having some activity in my house or dealing with it, like nightmares and really young at a young age. So not really knowing what all that was and what it meant. And then my sister, when I was like maybe 12 or 13, she'd be driving me around to some of the locations, and um, so that got me interested too. And then
that's awesome. Does
then
your sister still into paranormal?
yeah, she loves what I do. You know,
That's awesome.
she's all fascinated. You know, they
Yeah,
definitely support what I do, and with my YouTube and stuff, everyone loves watching me. And
nice.
but you know, she has a family now, so.
Right,
uh,
right.
but yeah, but yeah, I mean, then in the mid 2000s, we were everyone seems to be hooked on like ghost hunters, ghost adventures,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I was there's a lot of uh similarities like with my channel. I took a lot of inspiration with Paranormal State on my
Oh
channel.
yeah, old Ryan Buell.
I really enjoyed that show a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's original Chip Coffee
Yeah.
and
I
Michelle Bellinger.
really
That's
liked that one.
yeah, that was an old. Yeah, that I like. That was probably my first show too. And I tried Ghost Hunters, and I was like,
I was
well,
hooked on Ghost
compared to
Hunters.
Paranormal State, the Ghost Hunters, this is really boring.
Yeah.
And Ghost Adventures came out, of course, and Ghost Adventures completely blew
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
The drama.
We actually really like watching it. Well, it was Destination Fear
Oh yeah.
with Dakota Landing
Yeah.
and Layden, and now it's Project Fear on YouTube. Which
So we really like them.
yeah,
We want to do what they're doing.
I love them. I
We
love
want to
them
do
to
what they're
death.
doing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But if I can get a Trail of Terror video just like he did, hit me up. Locations, what's up? We'll figure something out. So you have a couple pieces of equipment that's like your go-to piece of equipment. Which couple of those are they?
I do a lot of ITC work, so that's like basically instrumental transcommunication,
Right.
and like digital recorders or like for example, Spirit Box. One of my is the go-to is the SB7.
Yeah.
I like that.
SB7T. I was eyeballing the new Pro. I seen that they had.
Yeah. No, I was too until I saw the price.
Yeah, like ew. A little
Yeah.
I was like, you can get an SB7 for like $80.
Yeah.
You get this for like $400.
Yeah.
What the heck are they?
It's
But,
a bit
like,
of a comparison.
we love the SB7. That's what we do the SS method on.
That me too.
I just got him new headphones for Christmas to do it.
Yes, I'm excited.
I've been really having good luck with an app called Necrometer. It's the same people who put out the Necrophonics, and the Necrometer is almost like it does a one word, like the, it basically spells it out too. Although the other day I have a new video coming out, and it spelled out a word that isn't even a word. So I wonder if it was like a script that just couldn't really process, or if it was a glitch.
Right.
Who knows?
Well,
We
like,
do have a comment.
that was my thing. Like, somebody mentioned that to me the other day. Like, you go into these old places with all these new little techie pieces of equipment. These spirits are like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, like they just can't comprehend.
I don't know what that is. Does that hurt me? Or
that's why I like the dowsing rods so much.
Yeah, keeping it old school. I would love to get one of the old school digital recorders. I've always had issues with the new digital kind of the newer ones don't seem to capture as much as the older ones.
Let's talk about. Sorry, I'm looking at what you were talking about.
She just looked up Necrometer on the phone.
Actually.
That's a good one. I really enjoy it. There's actually two ways to use it. You can use it like a spirit box, or you can use it as a what's that? There's an piece of equipment where it just Ovulus.
Yeah, I want an Ovulus, but they're like $600. But the Sunset Paranormal has a point. Ghost hunting is going to make us go broke.
I feel like, you know.
We were just talking about that the other day, Alice. I picked a very expensive hobby.
Yeah. One that doesn't really pay off that much.
Yes,
Alice, we are going to all get broke one day.
I have two very expensive hobbies, and I kind of dabble in I've been doing the special effects makeup longer than I did the paranormal.
Oh, cool.
Kind of been in and out of my life my whole life, but I make Halloween props and masks and creepy clown stuff. And
yep, he does too.
That's awesome. I've actually been a haunt actor for the past 13 years.
Oh no!
Well,
I did it for a few years, and I have anxiety issues, so it kind of messed. Like I had to step away from it for a little while because of those people screaming in my face all the time.
Oh yeah, no,
I break down. I have a panic attack.
It's definitely not.
I had enough of that. I was a manager at Burger King for 6 years, so trust me, I had plenty of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's definitely not for the faint heart.
No. But I mean, I had fun, man. It was a blast.
Oh yeah, no, it's a blast once you get into it and like you like catch your rhythm and everything. Sorry.
I have a cat.
We have a cat. He's very vocal.
He's a vocal man.
Surprised they're both sleeping right now.
So we have one more picture and then I want to get into the videos. Because what we like to do on the show, we like to watch all the videos raw. Like I haven't even watched anything that you sent me.
If he watches it, I don't.
So like
I don't know.
It's kind of like a blind reaction on the show for what you've sent us. So we like doing it. So you said this is your wife doing the SS method?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So where is this location at?
That is actually just at my house in my basement. We were trying to conjure some of the spirits around my land. And we have a few spirits in our house. So
that's fun.
So do we.
Yeah.
We
So when we don't really have too many places to go, it's okay. We're not afraid. We're
do it at your house.
Do
we actually did one
Just get a good hot cup of coffee, put your feet up, have a
little
conversation with your
investigation.
spirits.
Yeah.
It's your best roommates, man. Unless they keep you up at night and then they're the horrible roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So was your place haunted before you got there or
After?
after?
Yeah, I think, there was a lot going on. Even when, it was empty for a while before we moved in, but then we actually had a bad house fire here, and we lost everything, and it burnt to the ground.
Oh no.
Um, 2017, and actually that is when the activity started picking up. Is when they rebuilt it. So
Something might
yeah,
have got disturbed.
what's
Yeah,
that?
something in the land might have been disturbed while then
Yeah,
they were building it back up.
I see. Yeah, that's possible because we have empty land back here too. We investigate back there quite a bit. We call it the haunted trail. So if there's a haunted trail episode on my channel, that's where it is. So,
Nice.
but our neighbor had an unfortunate incident in his garage too, and I can't really even say the word on here without,
That's fine.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
but,
fine.
there, unfortunately, that happened too, and we've seen his spirit around too sometimes. So there's a lot going on here. I've seen a Native American spirit as well walking in my backyard. 'Cause
Wow.
I'm on the verge of like an empath and clairvoyant. So I see some things. I see shadow figures. I see sometimes full on figures. But very rarely I see Native American spirits, and I've seen only one time I seen like a chief out here. So that was really interesting.
Wow. So you think it's more of the land than the property?
I think so, yeah. I think it's
Especially since it's a brand new property, like just built, like
yeah,
has no history to that lumber and objects,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not that old of an area. But I feel like there is a lot of history that we don't know about here.
Oh, absolutely. I say that all the time. Like, you can't, we have no clue how we're going to figure out what the hell happened 1,000 years ago to that land. Especially since you're seeing Indians and everything. They might have torn up an Indian burial ground building that development, that's actually happened a lot. That's a lot of
here.
Yeah.
Most of Florida's a native burial ground.
Oh yeah. Pretty much all of Florida's native burial ground.
It's the Seminoles.
Yeah. But
do you feel like you've ever brought something home with you?
I did when I first started doing this. I have my ways of protecting myself now, but when I first started doing this, I was a little not protected as I was.
Yeah, not very careful.
Right.
So, yeah, not as careful, and still learning. And one night I was sleeping in my bed. My bedroom door here opened up, and I seen a man in a black cloak and a top hat come and stood at my bed, and that was a little unnerving. And ever since then, I definitely cleanse.
Yeah.
What do you do to protect yourself?
I have my rituals. I do meditations. Do a lot of Reiki, energy healing, and crystals. Salt baths. As far as salt baths go, there's a lot of different techniques I use, but for the most part, I try to stay protected, even if I have to call on my angels or whatever.
Right. Yeah, we both wear obsidian. I've worn this since she gave it to me. This we put the full intent into this being protection. So it seems to work.
Our obsidian, amethyst.
Not her the last time we went to a location, but
right there. I never take that off.
Oh, a panic. Nice. Hell yeah.
And I also have cross. I actually have. I found this at an antique shop.
Old rosary
from a nun.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
so
pretty.
Definitely blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's what a lot of people don't know. Like if you go to a church or you go to somewhere before an investigation, a priest will give you a blessing and give you that holy water. They give you everything. They'll give you a full blessing before you go into these locations.
We can go to my grandma and get that.
Oh.
My grandma is actually a deacon of a church.
But yeah, if you ever feel like you're not protected enough or you need more protection, because that's what I try to tell everybody, protect yourself is the number one thing, because you, like you said, you never know what. We've done the same thing when I went to PA. We would get bored and just go somewhere like old farmhouse or cemetery or Gettysburg or and we've shown up to my house a couple times and the door handles start moving and I'm like, we should definitely sage the house.
Yeah.
I think it's about that time. But let's get into one of the videos. Here's one of the videos and you sent us. So when the videos are playing, we can't communicate.
Okay.
So we'll have a conversation after the video.
Sure.
From a yellow tint to a chilling blue color, from a yellow tint to a chilling blue color, from a yellow tint.
Wow. Was that at like a cemetery or?
Yeah, so that was at Utica Cemetery here in Michigan. It's known to be one of the most haunted places. But I was actually doing an interview with the news crew that day.
Oh no way!
Yeah, so, that was actually them that captured that, but they didn't even see that, and then until they had posted it, and I had clipped it, and I'm like, wait a second, there's definitely something there in the background.
Yeah. So that was the cameraman's, the news camera guy's camera caught that.
He actually, like maybe their cell phone for their audio, because that day their entire footage was wiped out. The place we went to film, their footage got wiped out. So I had to go the next day and film with them again at a different cemetery.
Wow.
They put that was interesting.
So how did that work out? They're like, hey, I don't know what you guys did or what you conjured, but we got to do this again.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, they used it. I mean, they ran with it and put it in the story, which I think was great, because I mean, that just proves more, that something's going on there.
Absolutely. How did all that happen? Like the news get in contact with you?
My YouTube channel, I worked with them before, but not personally. I was on the news with another crew, author Rick Wade, and he needed a ghost hunter for his story because he's more of a medium.
Right.
That was more focused about him, so I was more in the background. But I also have a few connections. But then they got in touch with me, so this year I was the main story, which is cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man,
I really like West Michigan and Michigan itself, like in the Grand Rapids area. They're very art forward, so they really are like community forward too. So like if somebody's into making movies or just being, on social media, they really try to push that, and I really like that about Michigan too.
That's awesome. That's Florida's cool. Like, oh yeah, you're investigating our cemetery. Yeah, get out.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
And, so did your ratings and like your YouTube just skyrocket out after?
I exploded this year. I never even thought in a million years I would make it to 10K. I'm like literally 6 away from 10K right now.
Congratulations.
That would even happen in the next 5 years. But I mean, between the news and I had some guy in like Turkey that gave me a shout out and used one of my videos, and he had like almost 3 million subscribers.
Wow.
Like, oh my God, dude. It's just been a crazy year. Like,
Send that guy my link. But no,
but yeah, it's been a blessing. It's been a lot of hard work on the way. You know, it's not easy by any means. There was times I wanted to quit.
Yeah, we've been there.
But yeah, I mean, what I tell people is just keep going.
Yeah, we were having that conversation before, like people canceling or something comes up, you know, and then you're kind of just like,
what
yeah. So, like, before that, do we have a question?
No, we have comments on your page.
Oh,
Natalie,
I want to give a shout out real quick. We have people on our Facebook watching too that I can't see the comments on here.
So hi Natalie, hi David, and hi Deval Ryan from OOP.
What's up, guys?
Ryan,
Natalie, we love you.
David from 727.
I love watching your videos at the old elementary school. Keep it up, guys.
I just noticed you guys. I'm sorry. We love
you. But we have a couple investigations coming up with OOP, a local investigation group here in Florida, and so this will be our first collaboration with another team. So we're really excited for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
such sweet guys, such sweet people.
Oh, they are.
We hope your dog's doing better.
Yes. So, do you have any investigations coming up or to speak about?
I have a video coming out premiering tomorrow at 9 p.m. and it's one that I'm excited to share because I did a private investigation. I have a real close friend who's a psychic medium, and she's been doing it for years. I mean, she's like, I don't know, years and years. So like, longer than I've been alive. So, you know, having someone like that on my team and you know, that got my back, you know, it's incredible because, you know, she really knows what she's doing. And we went to a house in Grand Rapids, Michigan here and found out that they were having a lot of activity, and it was the weirdest house. It had 2 basements, and the second basement, or the main basement, I guess you could say, but the guy was digging a tunnel. Just digging the tunnel, and there was kid toys in there, so God knows what was going on in there. But it's just a lot of weird feelings, weird juju, weird vibes. I mean,
one of the first house that I lived in Pennsylvania had 2 basements, and I was like, "What the heck is this? Like, what? Why is there a room behind a room with a wooden door?" I guess back in the day, that was back in the day that was the cold storage.
Oh wow!
In the basement. So I was like, "Oh, cool. At least you're not gonna like chop me up and throw me in the back of the room. At least I'll stay cool."
At least one person had that idea at one time or another.
I want to. What's up, Paranormal 54? What's going on, guys?
Tifa.
Hello.
Yeah.
Kalamazoo
for a bit.
Hey, Kalamazoo, that's not far.
Is that in Michigan?
Yeah, it's about 2 hours south of me.
Oh, cool. Tifa. It says my husband's basement in PA had a room inside of it. Yeah. And supposedly, from what I was told, that was like a cold storage.
Oh wow!
I wish I had equipment in that house. That house was
creepy.
Oh, like even ask Lizzie. Like my friend flew up. She just had my niece, and she didn't leave my side. Anytime that I left the room, she left the room with me. She did not like the house.
Oh my
So,
god.
like, you would hear walk up and down the basement and like the door jingle, and like you would hear the actual like dishes move, like somebody's doing dishes in the sink. And then I was laying down, and it literally sounded like two people having a conversation, and I'm the only one that's living in this house. It was only me, just me.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, all right, cool. Like, people would show up and they're like, yeah, that's Chris's haunted house.
No.
Let's go hang out at Chris's house. But I could have gotten so much footage out of that house if I had the equipment that I have now.
Oh my gosh.
It would have been great. But we have a couple more videos for you.
Heck yeah, man. Talk to me. Richard, is that you? Do you like to be...
Did that say I'm on it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I thought that's what that said.
It looks like that was in a cemetery.
Yep. It was,
I don't know my
local
location.
cemetery near me. Like I say, sometimes I'll just go out to cemeteries and try to get some EVPs. And
yeah. Craziest place I ever went was the Haunter House in Sugar Valley, Georgia. Oh
man.
Yeah, anywhere in Georgia, just like the really bad history of like the north-south type thing. We won't get into that at all. That's not what this page is. But like even like places like Alabama and Georgia and Louisiana, that's so thick in like really bad history.
Wow, yeah.
So is there like certain parts, like I've been to Detroit, and like I think it was the city. I'm not really sure. It's like I said, I've literally saw green, and then buildings. So that was pretty much my experience in Detroit.
I'm sorry.
So like we only stayed in the hotel and then went to the venue and went back and then went home. So like, from what I was told, like that whole area downtown is like really abandoned buildings and all that. Is that cool places to investigate? Do you get anything from those places? Or
I'm sure I haven't had the guts to go over there. I don't have very good locks on my vehicle doors, so
yeah, that's another thing I was told about.
I don't really get over there a whole lot. I did an investigation one time over there. The closest was can't remember it. It's over there. It was a firehouse. Trying to think of the name of it, but I can't recall them.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah, but yeah, like I do have a friend that does more of like the urban explorations, and but yeah, I mean it's tough. I mean you got to have a spotter, you got to have a lot of people that look out for you, or
we
I guess you could say just have to be well protected. But I'm a big guy. I don't want to be jumping around buildings and falling in something if
that part. Yeah. I'm right there with you, man. I'm like 6'1". I'm not falling down floors. No, I won't survive. Like this is where I live now. Thank you. I'm one with the building now.
So I mean, I do what I can, and I also try to stay safe. So
yeah, absolutely. So anybody that's urban exploring, watch your footing.
True.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous out there.
Is there any other messages on
Facebook?
Facebook?
No, not that I'm seeing. It's just
okay.
Cool.
Let's get. Actually, we got a thing for you. Here you go. watching any of our social medias, go hit like, subscribe, do anything you want to do to support us. We do this for you guys. We love it too. We love talking to you guys. But we wouldn't do any of this without you guys. So we want to greatly appreciate you.
We love you guys. But we do have more videos to show.
We do.
We're not done with you yet.
Chilling responses heard. Oh, I thought it would tell me the whole thing.
Oh.
What's the chilling response? Let's see.
Did you miss all the people walking? Andrew. Andy, are you here? It's me, Darren. Do you remember me? Oh, yeah.
Is that out at the beach?
Yeah, that's actually Grand Haven State Park, right along the pier. That was my hometown. There's a full video, but I had a friend who had passed away there because he was surfing one day. He was only 17 and he drowned.
Wow.
So a lot of death actually occurred there. We knew a few people that drowned, and his name was Andy, but I'm sure his full name's Andrew. So
right.
It was interesting that I got that there.
Yeah.
Right. That was on the necrophonic, right?
The necrometer. Yep.
Necrometer. Okay.
I think we're gonna. Would
you
recommend downloading
I feel
that?
like that's gonna be my next.
That's another. I thought that was incredible because people are always, I always keep an open mind with these apps, but
yeah.
I do like what Chill Seekers offers when it comes to some of their apps. So
right.
And I thought that was incredible. I got Andrew, especially at that location.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Necrophonic and Spirit Talker.
Yeah, I use the ghost
on
hunting
my
tools.
phone. Yeah, and she has. What's the one that you have on your phone?
Ghost hunting tools.
Ghost hunting. Okay.
It pitches.
Good name.
It goes through signal pitches to find words in the dictionary that spirits can use.
Another go to is the SCD3. I think that's by Ghost Hunter Apps.
Yeah.
Huh.
SCD.
Yeah, I feel like the free ones.
Yeah, they don't work.
They don't work at all. But I feel like the ones that you pay for is people really put their time into it.
Yeah.
It's getting. We were just talking to Bump in the Night a couple of interviews ago, and they say that the technology in cell phones is the same technology they use in voice recorders.
Well,
like our phones have a voice recorder on them.
I've had someone complain to me, why are you using a cell phone? Those are probably just like, I'm like, it's no different than a spirit box.
Yeah.
I really think it is because it's scanning words and frequencies.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yep.
Usually.
Let's see. We have one more comment. Said I have necrophonics. But it gets confusing. It does get confusing. They the last time we used the necrophonic, it was at Fort DeSoto here in St. Pete, and there is like an old fort that was like the Seminole Indian War.
Oh, wow.
And like I don't think there was there a battle there, or was it like just a protection, like just a fort?
I think there was a fight there too.
It's like literally right on the water, like right into the Tampa Bay.
I think they.
So,
I'm not.
And I had their necrophonic going, and it said "Get out fort" on the necrophonic one. So I was like, all right. So I mean, I can't say yes or no. That's pretty straight and clear forward to me. But it gets this one. So that's all I use. Mine is for a recorder. I'm old school. Yeah.
It's where the Spanish landed in Florida.
Oh. I thought the Spanish landed. No, that was Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
Never mind. History.
DeSoto landed on this side, and they claimed the fort as their own as a defense.
Oh. Yes, the Sunset Paranormal said, I love an Ovilus. It works really well. Worthy the money. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely worth the money.
Our friend Candace just got one for Christmas. I'm like, oh, you lucky.
You lucky ducky.
So definitely not deformed autocorrect. We
Yeah,
knew
know.
what you meant.
We know.
That voice to text
Yeah.
thing, you know. It said post St. Augustine. Oh, man.
We want to go St. Augustine.
So if you ever get down, here, sorry.
Turn something.
If you
Got a little frog in the throat talking about St. Augustine.
yeah. If you ever get down here. If you ever get down to St. Augustine, so there's the Costa de la Marcos, that's the big fort right there in St. Augustine. And they're right across the street from, I think it's the South Wall. There's a yellow fever cemetery.
Oh, wow.
But if you go right to the fence and turn around and look at the fort, there's a giant mound right there in front of the fort. It's a mass burial ground right at the fort. And they have, what I call is like blue ribbons. It literally looks like in the sky. It literally looks like a little girl let go of a blue ribbon, and it's just in the air.
Wow.
And they have like full shadow figures of like soldiers like walking down the mound, and like they see pictures. If you ever get down to Florida, I highly recommend going to St. Augustine.
We have a lot of places
it's so
to visit.
awesome. Like
my brother-in-law lives down there, so we definitely might want to go down and check and visit.
Yeah.
Come visit us.
Definitely bring equipment and let me know. I'll bring more.
Yeah.
But like even going down the main street, like where like what was in the city walls, they still have all the original buildings. Like they have the oldest wooden schoolhouse in the United States. Even just walking down that road and investigating in the middle of the night, you'll get stuff.
Wow.
They said we visited the jail with AIDS school years ago. Got some good pictures. Yeah, they have a haunted jail there too, like original jail of St. Augustine. That's really cool.
It's the oldest city in the States.
It is the oldest city in the States. It is. And it's like 3 hours from us, but it's so hard to get to.
It's the drive and
it's the drive through Orlando. That is the hard part. You have to get through all that.
For me, with going to Detroit, I have to drive through 3 major cities before I get there, and
they
capital and fun stuff.
When I drive to Pennsylvania, I have to go through Baltimore, Virginia, or Richmond, and then DC.
Oh my gosh.
So I have to go through all of that traffic to get to where I need, because I'm on the Philly side of Pennsylvania. So I literally have to go all the way up the East Coast. But we're getting off topic. We have a couple more videos to play, and then we have the question of the week.
That we almost forgot.
Yeah. We didn't forget. I always got one for you.
Are there any spirits around today? I was talking to you earlier. I had the news crew here with me.
What'd that say?
I'm gonna play that one more time. I want to see what I think it says.
Are there any spirits around today? I was talking to you earlier. I had the news crew here with
me.
You're listening?
Yeah, it's like something you are.
I think I said got to head south, and I was walking south at the time, so I was wondering if it was a spirit that wanted me to communicate closer to him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to play that one more time now that you say that.
there any spirits around today? I was talking to you earlier. I had the news crew here with
me. Yeah. Now that you say that, no, yeah, I definitely hear that.
I heard over here, and you're listening, or I'm listening. Before, yes.
It could have. Some of them I don't always capture right away.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah.
Huh. So, is there, before we get into this last little clip and then the question of the week, is there anything that you would like to promote or give a shout out to while you're alive?
Well, a premiere tomorrow night at 9 p.m. I was trying to think what time I said it for, but yeah, I think it's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I post videos to my YouTube channel like once a week, 1 or 2 times a week. Then usually like a lot of short form content too on there too. So, but yeah, it's our first private home investigation we did in like quite some time, and it was really exciting to work with my medium again and help this family out and try. So we cleansed the home.
Nice.
And there was a lot of interesting discoveries, including a tunnel in the basement, and yeah, it turned out to be a good video. So
we'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely be watching that tomorrow for sure. Do you want to tell everybody what your YouTube is?
Yeah, my YouTube channel is Lakeshore Paranormal, based out of Michigan. Go around cemeteries and interesting places around, and do investigations, or sometimes I help families and cleanse their homes and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. A lot of history along the lakeshore here, and there's just more and more that I keep digging up, and more stories I keep hearing about. So it's like, it's like an onion peel, it's like peel it back one layer, and got 100 more layers to peel back. So it's like, it just keeps, yeah, it's awesome. It really is. It's opened my eyes to a lot of different.
So is Lakeshore like the community that you live in, or?
I grew up on a Lakeshore Drive, and like I grew up in Grand Haven, Michigan, which was a little beach town. That's the town they filmed American Pie in, or American Pie 2 is based.
Okay. Yeah.
There was only like 3 or 4 shots of the movie where it was actually from there. The rest was filmed in, probably California or something. But it was based. The town in that movie is based there. That's my hometown. If you see like cemeteries on my channel, Lake Forest, that is one of the biggest cemeteries in West Michigan. It's located in Grand Haven, and there's a lot of crazy history. That was the clip that we just seen. But yeah, there's a lot of history around in that area, around this area as well. I'm actually, hold on. There we go. And if you're ever on Amazon or at your local bookstore, I'm part of a book called Haunted Muskegon.
Oh, nice.
I have a pretty good write-up that was written by my good friend Marie Cisneros, author.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
we actually have one that's Haunted Bradenton that from where we are right now. Haunted Manatee.
Oh.
And
our friends Ron and Liz did it.
Yeah, the
Paranormal Society of Bradenton.
Yes. And which is funny, we didn't realize. So they do a ghost tour around Bradenton here.
Oh, no.
And
my grandma got me the book.
Like her grandma got her the book, and then we're like, we're bored. Let's not go. Let's go to a ghost tour. Like, Why not? It's something to do. It's
Yeah.
$20. Let's go. And
Like
I was looking at the book.
Liz.
I was looking at the book, and it's the same lady that's giving the ghost tour that wrote the book. I was like, oh, that's cool. So she signed it and everything. So yeah, it was really cool. But we have one question for you.
We have one more video. Oh, our friend Tiff asked what got you into investigating.
I've always been fascinated with the paranormal. I dealt with a lot of paranormal activity while living, in my old house, and then also living in this trailer park we moved to. And I was hearing footsteps at night and just a lot of weird things going on. It just eventually came to where I just wanted to go out and explore myself. I kept seeing it all over TV and this and that, but eventually you have to go out and do it yourself.
Yeah. So the one question that I have, so when we first met, I told her that I was an investigator and I go look at all this and I do all this crazy stuff and I have $100 worth of equipment, and
I said sold.
She was all into it. We've been together ever since. Were you and your wife the same way?
Yeah, she used to have her own channel, YouTube channel and stuff, but now she mainly she just did more like vlog stuff, but she doesn't have it anymore. But now we investigate together, so she's more there for my support now, and then she also is a lot into the cryptid and Dogman and this and that. But it's fun.
It's such a nice bonding experience.
Yeah,
it really is. So while we were at the Gilchrist, she got attacked, rushed and felt like something was on her throat, and I came running down the stairs with her behind her to make sure she's okay. And I'm like, it's a great outing, babe, isn't it? This is a great date night, right? Hey, babe, let's go to this old opera house for a date.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. All right.
I'm fine with that. I don't want to go back to the video.
We have one more video that you sent us. It's the news clip.
Oh yeah.
So do you get to? Is this a video that you see the shadow in the tree?
Yeah. Less a myth, I think, because it's a myth. But yeah, I think they show it, but they don't really say anything about that part.
No. All right, here's the video.
It may be spooky season, but one West Michigan man is used to seeing mysteries all year round.
I met up with a professional paranormal investigator for a ghost hunt, and we actually experienced something potentially paranormal ourselves. Take a look.
We've all seen and come to love our horror movie cliches.
I remember hearing someone running down the hallway to my bedroom.
From found footage to jump scares.
And then they kicked the door open.
But for Darren Dykhouse,
but no one was there.
It's actually based on a true story.
Are there any spirits here?
And nearly 6 years of Lakeshore Paranormal.
Hello.
Has brought him to Lake Forest Cemetery over a dozen times.
I've done a lot of videos here before. I've seen figures out of the corner of my eye from time to time. It's pretty active here.
Some of his stories,
I've been poked, scratched.
Enough to make you hide under the covers.
There's something there.
And many of them just plain unexplainable.
Some even say they can have the power to drain a battery or corrupt hard drives or this and that.
So unexplainable that this is the second time we've interviewed Darren.
It's happened to me quite often.
The first time was at Nunica Cemetery, and all of our clips mysteriously disappeared.
So this is the spirit card.
That doesn't surprise me. They probably wiped everything out.
Just part of the job for Darren left our photographers shocked.
It doesn't show up in our source browser.
The only thing left from that visit is a couple of phone clips.
And it's been kind of going ever since.
But even those are randomly changing color from a yellow tint to a chilling blue.
I'm Darren. What is your name?
And even though there may be skeptics,
What I would tell people is it's really about their own experiences.
sometimes the biggest cliches turn out to be true.
You know, I just want to communicate and find more about the afterlife.
And a good scary movie
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
won't leave you
Sounded like you said go home.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen.
without a twist.
Again, his channel is Lakeshore Paranormal. Darren does take suggestions for haunted locations. He also says he makes house calls if you're experiencing something spooky at home.
You had a not so friendly ghost, Julie.
Yeah, I'm never going back there, ever. ever.
I don't blame you.
No.
That's awesome. I like how they started out the video like a night with like Night of the Living Dead scene going on.
Pointed at the tree.
They're like, we're coming to get you, Barbara. But yeah, no, I watched that video and very like intense, and I saw the shadow, the mist go through.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
That's cool.
we have a cemetery here. It's the Skyway Cemetery, and that's my number one question. I don't know if you know what the Skyway tragedy is that happened here back in the 80s.
It sounds familiar.
So the old Skyway Bridge, a giant oil tanker drove into the old bridge, and the bridge fell.
With people.
And like it was like a big charter bus with like I think like 20, 30 kids on it, and like people were just driving off the bridge. Yeah. And that's always my number one question is, are you part of that Skyway tragedy? Because it's right there.
Yeah.
Like the Skyway and like maybe a mile and a half, the cemetery is right there.
It could be.
So I haven't got an answer on that one yet.
Yeah, that's interesting.
The Sunset Paranormal said that's awesome.
Hey, thank you.
If anybody on the news is watching us, we'd love to be part of the news. But
I think that's all our questions.
Just reading my notes here. I'm sorry. All right. I think we're done. Oh, I have.
Well,
I hate the Skyway. It makes me cry every time we cross it.
I know. I hate
that's
it's so stressful.
So they actually just put up. I think it was the beginning of this year, or like the middle of last year. They put a giant mesh fence.
They put up
like a big barriers on either side because that was the place that people would go to jump off. And, yeah, so that Skyway has that tragedy plus people jumping off of it, and it's a very big bridge.
It's a big death bridge.
So people around here know exactly what that bridge is.
Yeah.
But
we have a question of the week.
Oh, we do. We have a question of the week. I almost forgot. Here's the question of the week, guys.
It might look a little familiar.
So, Darren, do you think spirits have a sense of smell?
I don't know. I honestly think that maybe not, because maybe that's part of our reality and not theirs. But I could be wrong,
But
they can speak and they can hear.
They can speak, they can hear. But my thing is, spirits are known to be able to bring out like phantom scents.
Yeah. Can they smell those?
Cigarettes, cigars, perfume.
Hmm.
Are they smelling, or they just know what that is, and they're bringing that out into the environment? Or
good question. That's a good.
It is a good question.
Really. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they don't know that they're making that smell. I mean, like if someone's,
like a more residual thing. That's what I feel like phantom scents are like.
Yeah.
But I've also had an experience where, like, right after my great grandma died, I had a big poof of baby powder smell in my face.
I smelled cedar.
And there is no baby powder in my house. She's been in a house and smelled her grandpa of like cedar wood.
Yeah,
like,
in my house on my birthday, I smelled cedar wood. And Ryan confirmed that my grandpa was there with me.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's a good one.
Give a shout out to Bump in the Night for that question because it's still rattling around in my brain on that one.
You know what? Maybe that's one of the questions we'll ask the next time we go to an investigation.
Ooh.
Maybe we can ask that at the Gilcrest.
Ooh, that is a good question.
Oh, flowers.
Or Maestring.
Or flowers. Yeah, that's a big thing. Flowers.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I think. Like, that's the only thing I could think in my head is like
perfume,
residual smells of like the house back in. Like, I honestly think, I don't know. It's just the stuff that goes on in my head, like spirits or spirit world, and like it's interweaving around each other, and like sometimes it like gets crossed into like our dimension to theirs.
Yeah.
So are we smelling their environment into ours, or like I don't know.
Can you imagine a ghost just telling you that you need deodorant?
You stink, bro.
You stink so bad the dead can smell you.
It's the way that they are receiving a telepathic connection between us and the spirit world that manifests. Yeah, exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth. That's what I was trying to say. But I don't know those big words. So that's why we have you, Alice. We will experience differently. One sees, one hears, and one smells. Yeah, that's very true.
Good point.
But on that note, question of the week is done. All the videos are done. I want to greatly appreciate you coming to hang out with us on this season.
Thanks for being our ending episode.
But I love talking to you, man. I really want to do this again sometime.
Yeah, if you're ever in Florida, come and see your family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
But welcome to the Underworld family.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you to everyone who's watching on YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify, and Facebook. We're on everything.
So
we're like 5 away from a huge milestone.
Yes, go over to Lakeshore Paranormal. All of my people, everybody that's watching right now, let's get this man to 10K.
And all of the people over there, come over here.
I want this man to wake up with a smile on his face because it's at 10K.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
You're so close.
I hope it happens for you.
We're proud of you.
Oh, I'm sure.
But I want to greatly appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank everyone who's come to see us this year, everyone who's come to join us this year, everyone who's watched us this year and listened. Thank you all so much. We love you.
And if you're listening to this on Spotify right now and you want to see all the videos and see what we look like, go over to our YouTube channel, Underworld Ministry. All of the videos that are on Spotify are on YouTube also. So greatly appreciate you coming in, Darren.
Thank you, everyone. We love you. Happy New Year. We'll
2024 is going to be insane. I promise you guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Darren.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right,
buddy. Have a great night. Everybody have a great night. We love you. Happy end of 2023.
And remember, always stay creepy.